Thank you for applying. Bye, Colades. There's a problem with your resume. Polly Sparkle was sitting in the waiting room, outside of Mayor's office, inside of Town Hall. She was a little nervous, but was also very confident in her qualification for the job she was applying for. She had already unofficially been working the job for a couple of months now. When it was time, she was called in. Miss Sparkle, the mayor will see you now. Walking into the office, she shook hands with the mayor and sat down. Mayor smiled at her. I'd like to thank you for applying for the open full-time librarian position here in Ponyville. I understand that as Prince Alessia's personal student, you were allowed to live in the library as part of your assignment to finish the preparation for the Summer Sun celebration. And as your assignments shifted to studying the magic of friendship, that you have continued to stay in the library. You've been effectively working there for free this whole time, but now you're formally applying for a job? Twilight nodded. I do get a real stipend from being the personal student of the princess, but it's not that large. I would be more comfortable with a real job and earning my own money, separate from the stipend. I would like to say that I have no complaints about my work at the library since I took it over, and since I live there anyways. It seems like it'd be a good fit for both me and the town. Mayor nodded solemnly. What you have said is true. There have been no complaints about your work at the library. But I'm afraid to say that you simply aren't qualified for the job. Twilight raised her voice. Not qualified? How am I not qualified? Mayor looked stern. Your resume is either incomplete or has been falsified. I'm afraid that I can't hire you for pay using taxpayer funds under the circumstances. Twilight gasped. What are you talking about? I haven't lied about anything on my resume. Mayor sighed. Simply put, librarians typically need a bachelor's degree in library science or some other higher education as an archivist or as a professional researcher. While I respect your position as Princess Celestia's personal student, you haven't even graduated from Princess Celestia's School for Gifted Unicorns. When I contacted the school about you, they said your degree program is unlisted or undecided. And while I realized that you were on summer break when the princess sent you to Ponyville, you are officially listed as on hiatus, graduation date unknown, without a college degree of any kind. I can't allow you to hold the position of town librarian. I'm sorry, Twilight. Twilight's mouth hung open in shock. The explanation made sense, but it also sounded so wrong. How can I fix this? What do I need to do? Mayor shrugged. I'm not sure. Maybe your lack of graduation is there? Married to the princess? I can give you the job with a royal decree, but short of the degree or finish education. My hooves are tied. Twilight thanked the mayor for her time and rushed back to the library. Spike, I need to write a letter to the princess, now. Spike got a quill and parchment out and stood ready. Dear Princess Celestia, I applied for the job of Ponyville Town Librarian and was rejected because apparently I never officially graduated from your school. Ponyville doesn't have a college or a university that I can transfer to. And since all of the elements of harmony are in Ponyville, I can't exactly attend classes in Pony anywhere else. Can you give me a royal certificate allowing me to obtain the job officially? Or am I missing something? What am I supposed to do? Your most faithful student, Twilight Sparkle. Princess Celestia was enjoying her afternoon tea when she got Twilight's latest letter. Reading it, she let out a sigh. Writing the reply was one of the hardest things she had done recently, but it was necessary, because Twilight was more than just a little naive. My most faithful student, the mayor is correct. You didn't finish your education, and you are no longer in position to continue in Pony. I never held back your potential, but that also meant that I never limited what classes you could or could not take. To a certain extent, I was allowing you to pick your own classes, hoping you would settle on a major instead of taking classes for purely knowledge's sake. Most ponies seemed to know what classes they needed to finish a program, but not you, it seems. You have attended my school for 9 years, despite taking a max load of 6 classes per semester for 18 semesters. You didn't manage to complete a single degree. At an average of 3 hours per class, 18 hours per semester. You might be the only pony in the history of Equestria to earn 324 college credits and not even accidentally earn a degree. I wish I could help you, but giving you a royal decree to allow you to work at the library for pay would be considered favoritism. Your college credits from my school will transfer anywhere in Equestria, so I would suggest looking at a correspondence college where you could take classes and submit homework through the mail. I will issue a decree that allows you to live at the library, even if another librarian is hired. I'm afraid that's the best I can do. Yours sincerely, Princess Celestia. Twilight raged at the reply. For all the hard work she had done, she was considered uneducated on paper. Her parents would be ashamed of her. Her brother would laugh at her. She didn't know of any correspondence colleges worth transferring to. Spike asked her a question. What are you gonna do? Twilight replied, I'm gonna go get drunk. Join me? Spike shrugged. Don't mind if I do, Twilight. Hopefully Twilight can figure something out. But with that smart brain of hers, I'm sure she can figure this out. And hopefully I can figure out Mayor Mare's voice properly next time I do her lines. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a wonderful day or night. She was a little nervous, but was also very confident in her qualification for the job show. She had already unofficially been working the job for a couple of months now. It seems like it would be a good fit for both me and the town. It would seem like it would be a good fit for both me and the town. Simply put, librarians typically need a bachelor degree. Reading it, she let out a sigh. Writing the reply was one of the hardest things she. So I would suggest looking at correspondence college. So I would suggest looking at correspondence college where you could take classes and submit your home. So I would suggest looking at